And action. Welcome, everybody. My name is Brian, and we are back for another Star Wars Friday. The important words in there are Star Wars and Friday. If you ask me which is more important, I'm going to say Friday. I know, it's hard to believe, but it's been one of those weeks. At any rate, we are back today with a tad bit of Star Wars book reviews, shenanigans, and hopefully, God willing, the end of Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know. I don't anticipate the book reviews will be taking that long. So, on that note, our very first book review today is a continuation of the Star Wars adventure novels, which we had read or reviewed probably 2, 3 weeks ago. Short little books. This is Jango Fett versus the Razor Eaters. There's a reason because there is another book that deals with Sam, his the changeling, his buddy, and that's actually super short. But I don't necessarily remember what happened in that one, so we're not reviewing that here today. But out of all the books I'm going to talk about today, this is one of the most like interesting because what we end up have or end up have what we end up having is a short little book. This is like audiobook, maybe an hour 30, hour 40 minutes, give or take. And we are with Jango on a mission with Boba when Boba's like 7, 8 years old. And Boba's like, hey man, can I go? Jango's like, all right, come along. Bad idea. So, um, what ends up happening is also along in this book, we have Boss, the Transdojan, with his father, and not they, his father is recruiting Boba to the Thieves Guild. And it's just a side of Star Wars and the criminal underworld that we have not really gotten to broach, but fingers crossed with Maul's new animated series next year, we kind of go there and get into all of that. But this comes super close. We deal with Cad Bane, we deal with some huts. Like, things get kind of intense in this little short book, and you may ask, what is a Razor Eater? It is a droid, and even after listening to the book, I'm not sure if I can really specify or describe what it looks like. But it is really tough. So, on that note, that's going to sum up this book. Good little, good little story. Super surprising. Um, I haven't done any of my full book reviews yet, and so as you know, things can change. But I'm actually going to go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5 for what it is, which is, a surprise to me. That is for certain. I didn't expect it going in because the others are fairly short. But of our books today, probably one of the most impressive. Book number 2. Star Wars Jedi Search. Now, little backstory. I don't know why that's it. I wanted to read. Little backstory. This was my first introduction to anything Star Wars after Return of the Jedi. When I was, what is this, 94? So, like a freshman in high school. And I remember reading this book. I remember this book being long and intense and dark and brooding. And, I went into it. I've actually been holding off reading the series again simply because, well, I wasn't to this point in my depth of story, but um, because it was kind of special. And I didn't really want to broach it. And also, it has nothing really to do with anything that's going on. Not that that stops me from reading any other book. But there's just a lot that goes into Luke um, becoming a Jedi Master, going to find other Jedi, building the temple, and thus we can start using words to actually do the book review. And so going into the book review, what I actually found was this is super short. It's not at all like what I remember when I was 14. It's super short. There really isn't a lot going on. I will say that Han and Chewie end up on the Spice Planet. The Spice Planet, and that is a little fun adventure. It's super descriptive, and Spice Mine's a castle, thank you. And it's super descriptive and provides just a lot of meat for this book. Otherwise, what we're really dealing with is Luke going to the council and going, hey, I need to start this Jedi thing back up, and them going, you have our full blessing. Good luck. And, we all know how that turns out. But it is not what I remember. When I was 14, this was a 5 plus 5 plus 5. As a full blown adult Brian, this is like a 3 out of 5. So I am very much looking forward to the second book. Yes, we do find some Jedi, but even their story. Do you need treats? But even their story and how they're introduced in the book falls a bit lackluster. Um, Han's adventure thus far is the best part of this book, and seeing Lando's also a good, fun adventure. But yeah, that is my backstory with this book, and thus leads us into volume two, which I'm looking forward to, but I was holding off till I got done with this book review to do it. So now that that is going to be complete, we will move on, but this is going to be a solid 3 out of 5. Moving on to our last third book. What does everything say want to read? Moving on to our third book. This is the next book after the banger Cataclysm. Um, this is the next book right after that, Quest for Planet X. It's actually taking alongside um a little bit after the Battle of Jeddah, like right along there, like Battle of Jeddah ends. This is happening in another spot. But what we have here is a tad bit of a breather coming off of the epicness that was Cataclysm, and that is to be expected. But Rupert, Jedi Padawan Rupert, who was one of the Jedi left off of the Battle of Jeddah because she had her own things to go do, finds herself with another group of, kids, children, teenagers. One of them being a Graf, who plays heavily within the backstory of the High Republic, and then another spacer, traveler, explorer, and they are setting off to go find a hyper hyper route or not a hyper route, but essentially what leads to a hyper route, and that's the Planet X. And overall, this is a solid entry. I can't be mad coming off Cataclysm. Is it Cataclysm? No, it is absolutely not Cataclysm. Does it provide some levity and some enjoyment and some quirks? Yeah. Is it super entertaining? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, but it is a little fun adventure. It's about a 6 hour listen. I would say that they probably could have cut 2 hours off of this thing and made it a tad bit tighter, and that would have been super nice. But overall, the ending aligns very nicely with where we're going to be in the story and the book after this, which I also have queued up, Path of Deceit. I've seen the title like one time. I'm excited. So, so yeah, that's what we have here. Oh, yeah, that's what else happens in this book. I'm glad I read that. Path of the Open Hand. This book does provide a interesting dichotomy because there's a Jedi and a member of the Path of the Open Hand, and they are in close quarters together for a long period of time, thus allowing for some conversation, dialogue, and understanding to take place. And I'm certainly not going to spoil anything, but if you have been with me with the High Republic for any time, you know this is a long series, and I want to say I still got, I don't know, 8 to 10 books to go. You can see where them planting the seeds of this one relationship might take some real bearing and fruit further down the line. I don't know how old these children become, but, and as I said, there are a great many Jedi in this series. So, um, yeah, that is going to be our third review, Quest for Planet X. This is going to get a solid 3 out of 5. Don't hate me. It's a 3 out of 5. Um, I'm not sad it's over. So, um, those are our book reviews for today. We had ourselves Jango Fett and the Razor Eaters. 4 out of 5. As I said, and is it uh, the feelings, the nostalgia? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but really it comes down to we don't really get to see Jango Fett. We certainly don't get to see Jango Fett interact with Boba Fett really in any type of fashion. And you have Boz, you have the layings of what ends up becoming Boba Fett's um, career, and there are some very cool Boba Fett novels, short ones again, that I was listening to out of order and then I stopped, but it kind of deals with the aftermath of everything that takes place in Attack of the Clones. So we may not review those. I just transcribe book reviews now, so it saves me 99% of the work. Yay, AI. Don't hate me. Book 2, Star Wars Jedi Search. If I had to sum it up, didn't live up to my large expectations. But again, this was the first introduction of any Star Wars thing I had after Return of the Jedi. And finally, Quest for Planet X. Nah, what could you expect? You can't expect another cataclysm. I mean, it'd be nice, but there's ebbs and flows and arcs to these things. So 3 out of 5. On that note, those are our book reviews, and on to our game. We shall see if we can finish this thing today. I do not know. Maybe. Maybe. It's been a pretty talky week at work, so I will probably not say too much any longer. Oh no, that's right. This is where we're at. I remember now. Shit. This is not ideal. This is not where. Yeah. I was like, where'd we end up? I think it was a fight. Yes, it was a fight. It was a relentless, endless fight. And we were losing.
How'd you like that?
I don't know how come and just keep coming. I'm not sure we were mentally ready for this. Not sure we were mentally ready for this, but we're here now. I split everybody up because it's like, I'll be here forever. We fought so many. So many, and they just kept coming. So I don't know if it's a battle of quickness or not, or what the actual trick is. But I don't want to be back there. That I can tell you. And we ran out of plasma. Nope. Save. Let's keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it moving. Oh, before I forget, tonight I will be on the M Nerdiverse Live podcast. Link in the chat. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. Zelda?
Like that.
For you. No, run.
You asked for this.
We're going to the left this time, too.
For the Sith!
They got caught up in back. I'm going to try and leave them. Where are you? Caught up?
Yes. Oh.
Vax.
What?
We need to move, buddy. We need to move. Nope, there's no stopping for anything. We just need to go. I'm glad you're here.
Yes?
We also need to...
Yes.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet. I think I've been poisoned.
No.
That hurt, I bet.
Cannot believe how long it has taken this dude to go down. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and save him. What I need is just a little bit of time. cheap shit. Saved. The game did not like that at all.
I think I've been.
Yeah, that's helpful. There's nothing you guys can do. I mean, I can't spend time here while I'm going 3-on-1. Okay. Plan of action. I think we want to run back out. I don't like being here. But if we go back, like...
Sure.
Oh god, we are so slow. That wasn't helpful. We're gonna be out of health too. Finished. Freaking Jedi. Alright. Okay. Where are you? This is why you can't stay back. You know what I mean? If I would have
Sure.
stayed there, all hell breaks loose. But I also need to move here. And thus I need to disengage. I don't know why. No. Are you kidding me?
Here.
Hurry up. And if nothing else, we got a second reprieve to be able to do something. Get to the terminal and start this thing. No. No.
No problem. Didn't work.
That's not what I need right now. That's not what I need right now. They're not gonna let me do it. Dang it. Alright, well. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay here.
No problem. Didn't work.
I want to stay here till everybody comes back. Didn't have to wait long. Oh, my crew's with me though. And they're down. Well, it's one down. No, we are not talking right now.
Time to rumble.
Oh! I...
I should have really thrown a grenade.
Oh!
that did nothing. Man, I mean, they just won't freaking go down. Not at all. That's not super helpful. Tell you what will be helpful. I could use a distraction right about now. See? There's more troopers. There they are. No idea what to do. They just keep coming.
You asked for this!
Oh.
How do you save against it, bro? It works, but you save against it? I just don't. Nothing works. Let me go anywhere.
Here!
Oh.
Never too old for this!
Stop that. Move.
Master, why have you summoned me? Without my battle meditation, there is a chance the Republic capital ships could break through and attack the Starforge itself.
This will not take long, Bastila. You will be able to resume your battle meditation soon enough. I only wanted you to know that Revan is here on the Starforge.
Revan? But...
The Force is bringing us towards a confrontation with my old master. The Starforge has drawn our enemies together, so they may all die in a single glorious day. You must kill Revan to prove yourself worthy of being my apprentice, Bastila. You must finish what began in the Rakatan Temple.
Yes, Lord Malak.
I sense your fear, Bastila, but it is unfounded. The power of the Starforge will feed the dark side within you. It will give you the strength you need to defeat my old master. Stay here in the command center while you use your battle meditation against the Republic fleet. Revan will find you here in due time. It is inevitable.
Of course, Master. I will not fail you again.
Perhaps you will triumph, Bastila. But even if you fail, it will give me the time I need to complete my preparations of the station's defenses. And then we shall see if Revan can stand against the full fury of the Starforge.
How long is this game? Like, what the hell? Bro. You said I was on in-game. Oh shit. Everybody be mellow. Everybody be mellow. We're glad.
How'd you like that?
Let's finish, please. Please. While I'm still young. Well, since I'm here. Certainly need a... They are also very, very, very strong. They are also very, 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 very strong. We did it again.
You asked for this!
Stuck it. stop and think about it. Still going. Never mind. Hey, you guys have levels up. That's gonna be kind of helpful. Why do you keep disengaging my action?
Revan, I knew you'd come for me. You're wasting your time. I have seen the Jedi for what they are, weak and afraid. The Sith are the true masters of the Force. You've forgotten that lesson, Revan. Now you must pay the price. Here on the Star Forge, the power of the dark side is at its strongest. This time, you will not. I see now why Malak followed you. Even though you're only a shell of your former self, I can't even imagine the power you must have wielded when you were the Dark Lord. The dark side has made me stronger than I ever was before. I have a greater command of the Force than all but the most powerful Jedi Masters. As Malak teaches me the greatest secrets of the Sith, I will unlock more of my potential. Eventually, there'll be no limit to what I can accomplish with the Force. Have you forgotten the ways of the Sith already, Revan? Eventually, I will challenge my master. If I am worthy, he will die by my hand, and I will become the new Sith Master. Then I will take on my own apprentice, and the cycle will begin again. This is the way of the Sith. It is how we assure our leaders are always the strongest and most worthy. No, Revan. It is you who are doomed.
You kinda ain't lying.
You're growing weary. I can sense it. Your strength falters. The light side is failing you while the power of the Starforge re-energizes. You dare spew those Jedi lies in my face? You will die screaming, Revan.
Well, it didn't work for me as well as it works for her.
Here!
She has cooler moves than I do. Save those.
This is not possible. You have rejected the dark side. You are a weak and pathetic servant of the light. Yes, I see you speak the truth. I am no match for you. Please. What other choice do you have? I have fallen to the dark side. I'm... No, I am not strong enough. There is too much anger inside me now. Too much hatred and fear. No. That bond is what took me down this path to begin with. It poisoned me. I hated myself for loving you, and now I ask you for an honorable death. But you are too... Yes, I could join you in your battle against the Dark Lord. But how would you be able to trust me? How do you know I wouldn't turn on you when you faced Darth Malak? How do you know... You play a dangerous game. Are you certain you wish to take this risk? I could end your life and gain Malak's favor with a single... You are brave, and some would say foolish. But you are also right. The dark side has not wholly consumed me. I cannot raise my blade against you. You will go on to defeat Malak. Of this I have little doubt. You will have gone from being the Sith Lord himself to the savior of our galaxy. I must know something first. Before that happens, will there be a place for me in your future? Do you love me? I love you too, with all my heart. After this? No. You should go. Malak awaits. I should stay here, though. If we face Malak, I am afraid his dark presence will overwhelm me. It would not be wise to expose myself to such... I'm sorry, but the risk is too great. I'm not wholly free of the dark side shadow. Not yet. I will stay here in this chamber and use my battle meditation to aid. You must go and face Malak, but you have to hurry. Once I turn the battle in the Republic's favor, we won't. Good luck, my love, and may the Force be with you.
I'm gonna have to let her know that, you know, I travel alone. What are you talking about?
There. A break in the Sith formations. Green Squadron, move in.
Green Squadron moving in. Green Squadron's through. We've broken their lines. Bastila is no longer using her battle meditation against us. The tide has turned.
Red Squadron, into the breach. Capital ships, reinforce their position. The Sith fleet is in disarray. Now's our chance. Hit that Star Forge with everything we've got.
And that's where we're gonna leave this stream today, right at the end. My name is Wash. I want to thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. And yeah, next Friday should be the end. So, on that note, this evening, M Nerdiverse Podcast Live. And other than that, I wish you a very happy weekend. Um, yeah, wash out.